Jeff, I know you're excited to talk about our topic, and I am too, because there's a lot of rumor and innuendo around our topic.
There's so much history between me and the guys, and let's just dive into it. We've already covered all the bases of chatter.
Well, hang on.
Are you sure?
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
We need a couple of episodes ago, Conrad. We went so far in so many different rabbit holes. You didn't come up for air, and I love the episode. Lots of chatter, but I don't think we need to do that again today. So let's go ahead and roll with the topic. 3, 2.
Let's talk about how I whooped your ass in college football at Ad-Free Show's Top Gal Weekend. I was really expecting last week to get an opportunity to take a victory lap. And then Jeff Jarrett, who has never been sick a day in his life, all of a sudden,
don't put this on me.
And then fast forward just a few hours, and I sent you a text, and I said, hey, man, this just fell in my lap. Not sure if you can even get to it today. I know you're not feeling well. And you broke kayfabe with me and said, I feel fine. And I'm like, you son of – just a few hours ago, you were too sick to record, and now you're magically feeling better, and it's because you didn't want the world to see. Well, there it is. There it is. You didn't want the world to see me stomp you in NCAA college football.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile. I'm up right there. That photo says I just hit a Hail Mary. Give him 6. For you audio listeners, please go to our YouTube page and check out the 3-shot of me, Cassio, and Conrad, because you can just tell by the look on my face. I'm sitting there not wanting to gloat. Humble pie Jeff. I just bombed, 80-yard bomb, scored. Conrad is looking like, what the? It should say WTF. And Cassio is sitting there like he's supposed to be speaking into that mic. I'm not sure if he's swallowing it or what he's doing, but he's in disbelief. That picture says it all. What a victory. Let's get on with the topic.
Do we have a final score photo? Because I feel like there was one of those floating around.
That is so
the line, according to all of our family members over at Ad-Free Shows, they actually did squares on this, and they did a betting line, and they did an over-under. The betting line was I was a 4.5-point favorite, and it even let you click the even teams button, so it wasn't Alabama as they are and Tennessee as they are. We played to the same level, and it was just mano-a-mano, skill versus skill. And I was supposed to win by 4.5, and somehow, as I always tend to do, I exceeded expectations, and I won by 30. 30. And you, that's right, the champ is here, and you decided to be lily-livered. I came on this program a few weeks ago and asked if you were yellow and offered to put my beard, gray and all, on the line against the Queen's hair. The Queen didn't even show up. She knew the fix was in. She was going to tote an ass whooping that day and get a new haircut. So she didn't even come to the doggone building. She didn't even come to the county. She didn't even come to the state of Illinois. And so then you were left to come up with something else. And we came up with, if you win, you get to put Cassio Kid in a figure 4. And if I win, Cassio Kid gets to put you in a figure 4. And I must admit, I had been practicing for weeks, Alabama against Tennessee. And I had asked Cassio every time, play as Tennessee so I can get some reps in here, because I know Double J is getting ready and he's practicing against his son, Cody. So that's what I was prepared for. And it wasn't until we took the stage that Cassio realized Conrad screwed me. This whole time I've been helping him get good. So I willingly signed up to take your figure 4 because I know there's no chance. And now Conrad's going to tank the thing just to have Jeff break my knee in front of a live studio audience. And it didn't happen. I pulled out the win, the dub for my buddy Cassio. And then you had to submit. And I think we've got a little a video package here to explain exactly what happened.
Oh, here.
sliding the shit out of Cassie. Here we go. Do this. Stop that bitch. Get it. I'm rocking from you. He's got to get it on with. Don't make me call him Gerald Frisco. Oh! Break his ass too. All right, now, do you know how to do it? Huh? You know how to defeat it for. What do you mean? I'm actually going to get down if you can do it. He's let you down twice.
There it is. No, it ain't the shark.
The slap heard round the world. Jeff, right before it happened, someone suggested, I don't remember who, somebody said, hey, if Jeff's really going to have to take the figure 4, he's going to be laying on his back. Cassio, you could slap him right then. He couldn't do anything about it. And Cassio looked at me and I go, I mean, he did slap you. You do owe him one. And he's like, am I really doing this? I go, well, that's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But my favorite part is the look on your face when it happened. Because in all candor, we knew that one was going to happen in Dallas. Cassio knew he was going to get whomped. He didn't know how bad. He didn't know he'd have your ring imprint permanently on his face.
I was a love tap.
I mean, your hand is still hurting from it.
I
can
know.
tell. I can tell when you're working and moving like that right punch. It doesn't have the oomph on it. The left is stronger now than the right was after that one. But that little slap and your reaction to it, priceless.
Conrad, what's kind of amazing to me is that we've been doing this podcast a couple of years now. You know my history as well or better than anyone on planet Earth. And you know that I have made essentially my entire career in making better guys look better than they really are by putting them over, by being humble and saying what's best for business. So what did I do at Top Guy Weekend? I'm not going to put my wife through that shame and this and all this. I'm going to say what's best for business and my partner. So when I sat down at the video game board, I asked myself, do I want to be greedy and upstage the guy who's pioneered ad-free shows?
Oh my God.
Partner? Do I really want to just stomp a mud hole in his ass right here on college football? And I know I could do that. Or am I better off putting Connie over, doing the figure 4, letting Cassio do that little weak ass love tap slap that he tried to do. And then look, did I really try to catch him? No, I just kind of jogged along with him and he ran for an hour and a half. Lord was on oxygen the rest of the weekend. We never saw him at the pay-per-view. So Connie, I just would like to thank you for, hey man, Jeff, thanks for putting me over in college football. Thanks for putting over my best friend Cassio with the lousy figure 4 and the slap and all that. I did it for you, Conrad.
Well, I appreciate you very much. I don't know that I think Evan Polisher perhaps on my behalf stole the show when he posted a tweet of you and I playing the game. You sort of are a little sullen looking at, man, how do I not get sacked? How do I throw less interceptions? Why is this happening to me? Why is the score 43-13? And Evan posted that picture and said something along the lines of, you can look at it all you want and it ain't going to get no better.
Do you know what my favorite? You love that. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
I just loved because first of all, Evan sent it to me and he said, I don't care who you are. That's a damn good tweet. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get heat for that, but that is a great tweet, Evan. Thank you for that.
Hilarious. You know what my favorite part of the weekend was?
What?
I mean, playing the game and hearing you and Cassio just kind of your running commentary here. It went from, man, he's actually a little better than I thought. But that range, then it went from, my God, he is terrible. But the best, those were fun. But the best part of it all, no more than, I'll let you kind of quantify this, but I'd say less than 15 minutes after I took that ass whooping, who's calling my phone? My man Cody. He loved, you answered the phone.
You were chasing Cassio, and I'm on stage, and I see Cody's trying to FaceTime, and I'm like, well, I got to answer.
Yes.
So I answer Cody, and he could not believe that not only did you get whooped, but it was bad.
And he took so much pride and enjoyment.
Yes.
I was just like, Codes, and I'm thinking, then I asked him later, so Conrad, y'all were tweeting and Instagram storying real time. And my man Cody was at home, laid up in his bed on a nice Saturday morning, following that along, and he could not wait to call and rub it in. It's as if you probably told him, but that cracked me up. He was following it that closely, and then as soon as he saw that final, well, I'm calling Dad. I'm getting a FaceTime call out of this.
I loved it. It was so great. We had a lot of fun. We hope you'll make plans to join us. We do a little family reunion is what we call it for adfreeshows.com. And we've got another one coming up in January, Jeff, where we're going to do what we did last time we were in Huntsville, a fantasy camp. If you've ever wanted to step between the ropes, Dr. Tom Pritchard, the same guy who taught Kurt Angle and The Rock how to become a professional wrestler, he's going to help you learn a thing or two. We're going to book a fantasy card. We're going to have a great time watching the Royal Rumble. Efren's going to be here, and we got a game that you have to see to believe. And I've got a panel, a little spectacle, maybe is the right phrase, that I'm trying to put together that was teased once upon a time, and I think we're going to get it across the finish line, and you don't want to miss it. It will be the buzz of the internet, and it happens Royal Rumble weekend. There's still time for you to sign up and join us over at adfreeshows.com. Where, as we're recording right now, Jeff, later tonight, I'll be sitting down with Lex Luger. That's right. He's got a monthly series with us on adfreeshows.com. And so does The Godfather, David Crockett, Mike Chioda, Nick Patrick, Tully Blanchard, my boy Sam Adonis. There's something for everybody. Over 100,000 hours of bonus content at adfreeshows.com. And you should just hear the way the people who attend these events talk about them. It's a non-negotiable. They got to be there. It's a family reunion. It's their second home. And we want you to join us at adfreeshows.com. And our topic today